Okay, good morning everybody, my dear students, and today I am going to explain you some formulas on mensuration, and mensuration topic is also called as surface area and volumes by CBSE, surface areas and volumes in CBSE etc. But in some books it is called as mensuration in some other syllabus like Telangana and all state syllabus. See here what I did is, you can look at here, I wrote the name, I mean of course serial number, but name of the solid and what it is and what is the shape. You can, by seeing the figure you can picture as, okay, you can understand what it is, cube and all. See generally this okay, for example this is a duster, so what I am saying is this is like a cuboid shape, okay, length and breadth you can say front to back and height. So what I mean to say is, generally, okay, for example this is like a cylinder shape, okay, this marker for example, okay, so cylinder, okay, right, it has curved surface area and this is circular base and all, okay, and it has radius and this will be height like that. So generally you know very well prism and all, and cube will be like snake and ladder game we play, generally all sides will be equal, so it is called as cube. So now what I am saying is, I am explaining the formula. See, in this formula two things you have to remember. First one is total everything you can see on the board, that's clear, but why I wrote LSA and CSA, first point. See, whenever you have flat surfaces like cuboid and cube or like prism etc or pyramid like that, for these surfaces, lateral surface area, flat surfaces, we will use the LSA symbol, okay, I mean we call it as lateral surface area, and it is in short we can say it as LSA, like full form. Right, now CSA means curved surface area. Generally CSA, the word will be used for what, because generally there should be a curved surface. For example, we cannot say this as a cylinder as a curved surface, right, I mean lateral surface, it should be flat surface should be there. So we can say, for example this is cuboid shape, we can say this has flat like that, okay. Now we say this as curved surface because cylinder has a curved surface, right, so that is the reason. Now what I will do is, I will say it as this sphere and this hemisphere etc, I will say it as curved surfaces, okay. In that case, if in the question generally they will be mentioning, right, curved surface area. Now and see, one more thing I want to stress here, everything you can see on the board, okay, and two more things. One is what we do is, generally this L symbol here it is meaning of length, but whereas in cone L means it is slant height, okay, slant height means this one, okay, if you take a cone shape generally this will be slant height and this will be height and here will be radius. Smaller symbol we are using it for radius here, okay. So if you have different radius, that time for example one cylinder is there in another cylinder, in that case smaller larger R we can use. Okay, once we will go through the formula, then what I will do, I will either I will make another video for problems or otherwise I will continue in the same video. Right, now let us see it. See the cuboid, okay, shape is this, and generally the lateral surface area will be 2h into L plus B. Why? What is the meaning of lateral surface area is, for example if I take like this, for example this is a room, so when you want to paint, generally we paint 4 walls, so front surface, back surface and the left one and right one, okay, this and this will use, so in that way. So okay, generally what I will do is, I will try to take little this one a little cuboid shape, clearly I will show you, 1 minute. See, generally what I will do, I will take a dusters, so I will show the cuboid shape clearly for you so that you can understand. See here, now generally what I do is, say this is a cuboid shape, right, so length front and back, okay, so it will be like this, L into H means this length and height, okay, and length and height, so 2 times 2LH, and again left and right. See, generally this will be height only, of course, so side east and west like that, and sideways also if you take like this, okay, for example this is front is east and back is west, so north south like that, this is will be north south, so means all the sides if you take, this area will be BH and this area will be BH, so 2BH, so 2LH 2BH if you take, 2H will be common, so you can take like that and get it. So whereas total means top and bottom, okay, generally for painting 4 walls will be used, for construction purpose etc, whatever the material required for making the what you call cementing or something like that, then we use this one, which one, total surface area, TSA, so like that. And volume, so how much liters of water can be filled in it, like that if you want, then you can take the volume. Volume generally will be having 3 dimensions, like meter into meter into meter, like that. Okay, so that you remember. Area will be always in meter square. For example, here you take this as meter square. For example, I am saying this length into breadth will be, for example, length is 2 meters or 3 meters or like that. 2 into 3 will be 6 meter square, right? Meter square. So again some breadth into height, some meter square you will get something like that. For example, height is 4, okay, 3 into 4 again meter square you will get. For example, height is what we took, we are taking 4 na, length is we are taking 2 into 4, like that. So all will be in meter square only, meter square meter square. So if you add, the unit will be in meter square only. For example, 6 plus 12, okay, 18 plus 8, 26 to 52. So total you will get meter square here, like that. So always generally you will get always you will get in meter square only area, whereas in volume you will get meter cube as a unit. Means the power of the unit will be cube generally. So in the formula also you have to remember. See, for example, this is pi r square in the cylinder. So meter square into meter, it will be meter cube, like that. Okay, but anyhow, once I will explain all the formulas here. Q bar, the LSA is 2H into L plus B, and the TSA will be 2 into LB plus BH plus LH, and volume will be LBH, L into B into H. And the cube, for the cube, what I mean to say is, lateral surface area for the cube will be 4A square, and total surface area 6A square, volume will be A cube. Here prism, generally in Telangana syllabus also, or any state syllabus, generally what they are doing is they are giving in the syllabus the prism and pyramid, but I didn't see any type of questions asking much on that. Okay, so just for concept, since it is given in the syllabus, you can learn it, but generally they are not giving. You have to learn other than these two. Okay, but formulas you can remember. If at all if they ask, you can able to answer the question correctly, right? See here, see perimeter of, see actually right prism means generally here what we are using is this generally in the 8th class you got a prism is actually polyhedra, okay, with 2 polygon ends. Okay, polygon means, for example, this triangle and this is a polygon, okay. So and other surfaces are rectangular or parallelogram. Okay, whenever you have rectangular, generally we say it as right prism. Okay, okay. So and also the bases, if they are flat surfaces, then we say it as oblique prism, but generally it doesn't make a difference for you. Oblique prism you no need to know, and right prism simply you think that we have triangular surfaces, okay, and others are rectangular surfaces. That's it, 2 triangular and rectangular surfaces. Generally, if anybody will ask what is prism definition, means it is a polyhedra with 2 polygon surfaces, and the other 3 surfaces are rectangular, you can say. That's it. But anyhow, other than that, what we will do, we will go to the concept. See, perimeter of the base means, like for example, this is a rectangle, 2 into L plus B. See, why I didn't use for prism and the pyramid formula is some symbols is because here perimeter, if you take length into breadth, and again you have to take some other symbol for the triangle and all, okay, so it will lead to a confusion. That is the reason just I wrote in the words, so that whatever the numbers are there, you have to take the perimeter. For example, here 2 into L plus B, if you are using symbol, 2 into length is say 5 meters and breadth is say 3 meters, 2 into 5 plus 3 you have to take, like that, and height might be 2 meters or whatever it is, you have to take, done. So if you do that, you will get LSA. So now see, when we wrote LSA, here no space is there, so what I wrote LSA, okay, means it means that perimeter of base into height plus 2 area of end surfaces means triangle and triangle area you have to take. And so triangle area will be, for example, you can take like this. For example, here for this triangle you could take height h, so half into base into height, like that you can use 2 into half into base into height, like that. Okay, now area of the base is, for example, if you take this as length and breadth, the rectangle, into its height means this triangle height. If you take in that way, it will be done. Otherwise, for example, if you are using the prism like this, for example, I will draw in the prism space only. For example, sometimes you may keep the prism like this, vertically like this, for example. That time what you have to do, you have to take height as anyone's, the length as height, and perimeter of the base means the perimeter of the what you call triangle you have to take. Thereby you can calculate, again you will get the volume as the same. That's it. Okay, some students will have some doubt actually, but generally in Telangana and some state syllabus they won't give that problem only. Okay, if at all some other syllabus like IGCSE, Cambridge, etc., they may give. For that reason I am saying. Now What about circular cylinder? Generally, see, if you have circular bases or top, then it is called as circular cylinder. Generally, if you here right angle will be there. If you take the height like this, for example, from here to here, you can take the height. Here 90 degrees angle will be there, of course. So we can say, simply say, we can say circular cylinder, and CSA will be 2 pi r h, and TSA will be 2 pi r into h plus r. TSA means, I said you, total surface area. Volume is pi r square h. R is radius, h is height. Now right pyramid. Okay, now what I am saying is right pyramid. So pyramid generally will have one polygon as base, remaining will be triangular surfaces. That is called as pyramid. One polygon as a base and remaining surfaces will be what? Triangular. So now, so here you can see the triangles, east, west, north, south, means 4 sides, 4 triangles are there, like you know very well, Egyptian pyramids, etc. we can do. So the formula is half into perimeter of the base, means for example here rectangle is there. So rectangle perimeter you take half into perimeter of the base into its slant head. So here also the slant head will be like this, you can take like this L. Okay. Now slant head for cone and pyramid L, and whereas L, the symbol L mean length for the what you call cuboid, etc. Now we will go to the next sphere. Sphere, the see, for sphere, curved and total, that's it. Now there is nothing, we cannot say it as only curved or only lateral surface area, like that we cannot say. For example, cylinder is there, we can say this surface as curved. For example, this is a cylinder shape, I said you, right? This one you can say curved surface, so 2 pi r h. Top and bottom, if you add pi r square plus pi r square, 2 pi r square will become, and here you will take 2 pi r common. Actually it is LSA plus 2 pi r square. When you take 2 pi r common, remaining will be h plus r, like that. Okay. So here for sphere there is nothing like that. So when you say surface area, it means that total, that's it, 4 pi r square. So that is the reason we have to write for both 4 pi r square, and volume will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay. But whereas hemisphere, when you say curved surface area, means bottommost, not this circular part we are not including. So you have to say 2 pi r square. When you include plus pi r square again, it will become 2 pi r square plus pi r square, so 3 pi r square. And volume means how much water will fit in a cube shape, sphere shape. Half of it will fit. So half of 4 by 3 pi r cube will be 2 by 3 pi r cube, like that. And in all these, it will be R stands for radius and H stands for height. For example, cylinder is there, H stands for height and R stands for radius. For example, cone is there. And one more thing I forgot to say, in cone, actually one more formula you have to remember. Here in cone, L will be equal to h square plus r square. Okay, L is equal to under root of h square plus r square. Sometimes it will be useful. Okay. So like Pythagoras theorem. So here you can say this is Pythagoras theorem, 90 degrees will be there and all. Okay, and what I will do, I will explain more problems on this for the toughest CBSE and the Telangana toughest questions I will take, and I will explain. Why? Because a video will be too long if I am going on explaining. Many problems will be there, around 20 like that, for example. So 20 problems explanation will be taking hours of videos. So what I will do, I will select some 2 or 3 toughest problems, those I will explain. So thereby you will understand the concept, and thereby you can able to answer every question. Okay, thank you everybody for now. Okay, I will try to take another video, or otherwise I will continue with this video, okay, for the problems. Thank you.